GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Mills now. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills repeated the last play, going to Mechie here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On first and 10, Mills. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. To throw, Mills. And this is caught. It's Brown. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Strong steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Then he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mills. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
A first down throw for Mills. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. That's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Pierce, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Colts nothing.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Taylor. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. Able to find his man, Woods. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one is incomplete. The Colts had 11-5 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Mills throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mills. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Back to the ground with Pierce. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd and 11 now. Mills. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dio Odengbo in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, Mills. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Mills. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Fairbairn and able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Strong looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing on first down, Strong. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 10-yard line.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Blankenship's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun. Strong. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Strong. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Runs over him. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue.
Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
24, Colts 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Taken down. 18-yard line.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Strong loses it on the hit. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Strong. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at about the 32. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mills to throw it. Right side completes to Mechie. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Mills. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Here's Mills. This ball caught by Mechie. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Looking to throw is Mills. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Off the play fake. Strong. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
First and 10, Taylor now. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. 2nd and 9. Off play action. Strong. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up, were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun. Strong. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Strong. Escaping the pressure right. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
The tackle by Rasheem Green. A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd down and goal. Mills. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Throwing on 3rd and long. Strong. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Give left side to Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Texans 47, Colts 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To the right side, this is Taylor. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor pushes him over. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.